back out in the sun for a minute and finish reading this book. This is gonna get hot. What's the temperature? Let's do this. Let's do this just for a minute. It's getting hot out. And it is. Get a little AC up in here. There we go. Yeah. Each day got a little hotter than it was. It's back up in the 90s. It's supposed to be 80. And it went up about 12 degrees. Go figure. Go figure. Yeah. Just reading this. Funny looking dog. What's up, Tom? Why this water? I think they're doing something to the water because it's sweet. I'm gonna call them. They better not lie to me. The motherfucker better not lie. Talked to that young punk about two and a half years ago. I guess. I know it's a little late, but it's hot and I was getting the sun. I need it. When you decide not to eat. And I'm sore because I worked my ass off at the gym. I'm super sore. It's going to take about 2 days. I'm going to be hurting. Like, because you're not eating to recuperate. You're allowing your body to hurt. It's pain, real pain. Because I really worked out for about 2.5 hours. I kind of did a whole body. Oh my God. Oh. I looked in the mirror and, you know, this is working out for a couple of weeks. 2.5 weeks, give or take. In about 4 or 5 months, totally different. My little love handles are going down, but they fluctuate because I'm not staying on top of the juicing diet. It's kind of hard. Until I finish that, then it'll be easy. But, you know. Anas Muhammad, how are you? Assalamu alaikum. What's happening? What's happening? Assalamu alaikum. Salam alaikum. Well, it's my Sabbath because I respect those who actually are not just by their names but their religion, whether you're a Christian or whatever. But because I know some people who have Muslim names, and it's not really about Muslim or Arabic names, or Christians or even Judeans, rightfully so. A lot of Arabics are the true Judeans, but not all, most. Shalom, assalamu alaikum. Rahman, I'm not going to say the whole thing, you know what I mean. It's peace and blessings be upon you. I wanted to correct something, and I don't want to be on here long because I want to go back out in the sun. I'm going to put my tank top back on and let my body absorb all that beautiful sun, well, whatever, you know what I mean? I made a statement, and I'm not saying it's wrong. There was information out there that led to it. Where you see many police or ISO, whatever age you want to call them, some call it SS, 13, all that stuff on them, who are racist. And There was a case where this gentleman was walking, and he knew the backwoods really good. And a couple of squad cars came down on him out of nowhere. I think he was coming from a bowling alley late at night. And he decided to walk home. It was a good, 2.5 mile walk. Now, where he was walking, somebody had been murdered back there. Now, these police are watching all the melanated people, some light-skinned folks leave. I think it was in Carolina or Virginia. And he was about halfway home when all of a sudden they came out of nowhere and they were laughing and giggling as if they were on drinking or something. And one of them, he heard make the comment, "Oh, we got us another N-word." He ran in the back of the woods. He knew the trail, so he knew exactly, even though it was dark with a little bit of moonlight, he knew exactly where to go. And they gave chase with the lights. They didn't have a canine, and he was able to get away from them. So-called pastor, pastor didn't want to put the information out. That is the reason why I would say in this generation now, with a lot of these dumb racists, when Trump got in office, because it was always known that these Aryan fronts and all of them would put people in certain positions again. And they will hide, sneaky like. That's why I said it's important to know the certain different Zionists, North Korea and all that kind of stuff. But yet now I'm starting to think it's just regular individuals who belong to some of these fronts, and even the young ones who believe in what some of their relatives have been saying, and if they've been jumped or hurt. And as well, there's over 100 serial killers operating at any given time, and some would utilize that. And then one of the biggest things, Zionists. When they want to do something, they will literally create the environment. They will hide behind a costume or a number of things, help, and murder. They're pretty tactical as far as how they move. So I'm going to make a quasi apology to them, because I know a lot of good police officers, so I don't have to apologize about nothing. Even some of them question some things. But I could have been wrong laying it all on police. There are a lot of factors. But whenever you hear one of their people saying it was suicide, know that they're part of the problem. So if you ever hear a sergeant or somebody or the Police Benevolent Society of them saying, "Oh, we closed it, it was suicide," knowing good and damn well it wasn't, there is your problem. There is the problem at hand. Now, we have a system of fake judges and everything else that is going wayside and allowing it. No, what we have is a society of individuals who are not dealing with it as it should be. I just want to come on and do that. I'm going to go back out here and get some more sun. Like I said, I'm not eating. I picked up some stuff to feed a couple of dogs. I promised that I'd feed them. I already gave it to them. The woman said it was alright for them to have it. Little snacks. And once I get done, and I'm not too sore or tired, because part of it when you're not eating a lot, you know what I'm saying? Especially when your body's attempting to recoup and recover after a pretty extensive exercise, workout. Like I said, I'm sore, tired. And that plays also on the fact that I told you how I am always. And a lot of times I'm putting on an act to let y'all be comfortable. I don't have a lot of hope for you. I need y'all to have the hope. My energy won't rub off on you like that. And so at times I have to be dead ass honest. I'm not saying that I'm lying, but honest as far as not masking it. And at the same time, I'm going to give a tongue lash. Now I'm going to beat you up because I'm going to speak facts. But I wanted to clarify. Nobody came at me and all that. Please, I wouldn't give a flying. I'm just saying I had to think about it. And I like the puzzle pieces. Could some of the lynches be fake? Possible. Yet the ones that I've heard from people in those communities seem pretty real. Usually you can get away with that, in such a number when it's someone you will trust. And most of our people don't trust the police. So, and a lot of people are very aware that they need to move in numbers. But every once in a while, you will have a specific moment in time, this time, whatever that is. And things happen, right? Most of these individuals don't know how to cast spells, and well, they don't know how to do a lot of things, all right? Sadly. And they don't come from a specific bloodline. Ain't nothing I can do about that. They don't have to contain themselves. All right, so unless something else arises or information comes out and that is actually factual, I'm going to leave that alone. All right. So quasi apology, because I do know some officers and they would hate to see all of a sudden people to start attacking everyone. That's usually how it happens, sadly. And I would hate to see that, because, like I say, there are people out there doing the job that needs to be done right now, and they don't need to be hurt or harmed because of the few idiots are those that the system has allowed to run around in a perversion. And if you're part of that system, you know how it goes. All right? Chat with you guys later. And we'll be reading Helena Blavatsky, and I want to keep going with the book on Tartary. All right? Appreciate y'all. Chat with y'all in a little bit.